5.13 billion people use phones every day. They have changed the way we grow up and how we perceive the world. But what would today's society look like without phones? Today nearly everyone we know has a phone, and majority of these people use them every day.
Yeah, I use my phone every day.
I think I use my phone about 4 hours a day.
People like Professor Sophie Bond want to investigate how phones affect human beings.
My name is Professor Sophie Bond. I am currently doing a study on how phones affect the brain, people and society today.
Professor Bond is travelling across the state of Victoria to find out what society would look like without phones. We travelled to rural Victoria to talk to a man who grew up without a phone, to get an idea what it looked like without this vital piece of technology.
G'day, my name's Stuart. I'm 55. When I grew up, there was no mobile phones. We had no phones anyway because we lived out in the scrub. So when we grew up, if you wanted to talk to people, you had to get on your push bike or your motorbike, because we had motorbikes when we were kids, and you go and ride to other people's places, and that's how you socialised. We have mobile phones now for work, but I've never actually owned a mobile phone, and I won't. I only have for work only, and I think they're just an unnecessary or a necessary evil.
95% of youth have access to phones. Many teens would struggle without their phones.
I don't know what I'd do without my phone.
I can't live without my phone.
What will happen if we take a phone of one of our teens for 3 hours? We travelled to the suburbs to find out. Professor Bond is going to take subject Megan's phone off her for 3 hours to find out her reaction.
So what's your opinion on phones?
Just quickly, let me finish this one. I don't know, they're really useful, they're really helpful. You can talk all the time.
Do you use your phone a lot?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know, depends what you mean by a lot.
What would your life be like without your phone?
I don't even want to think about that.
And last of all, did you know you've been in an experiment where you get your phone taken off you for 3 hours? Your 3 hours begin now. Megan? Come.
We've discovered that subject Megan has started to become depressed. We also noticed some interesting behaviours.
No Snapchat, no online shopping.
Hey, you don't have a phone either? Yeah, I hang out with cows too.
Can you Snapchat off this thing? My phone!
In the end, subject Megan struggled without her phones like most teens said.
Overall, how did you think you went without your phone for 3 hours?
How do you think I went?
A society without phones is something of the past. With more technology developing, phones will be here to stay.